my dining room. I am so excited to talk to you guys about the dining room and the reveal. I couldn't be happier that the reveal is now live. This is one of the most special rooms in the house for me. It was a room that was very important to me when conceptualizing the style of our house, because I grew up with the dining room being really, really important in the home, and it's always been important for me that my kids eat in the dining room, and I really wanted to facilitate that type of family culture where we gather in the dining room to eat instead of gathering like around our island or the kitchen table. And I knew that in order to do that, I wanted the dining room to feel luxurious enough to host a dinner party and for it to feel really fabulous and luxe, but for it to also perform as a member of the family, and to house our family day to day as well as our sort of grander celebrations. So that was what I wanted for this room to kind of encapsulate, and I wanted it to feel really in keeping with my personality. And I just love how this room turned out. I think, there weren't so many design challenges in this room because it really was a beautiful blank slate. There's just incredible windows that let in so much light all around the room. Pretty high ceilings, it's a really good size, but it was more about how are we going to allow this room to really serve a function in the culture of our family, while also making it a beautiful space to photograph. I shoot a lot in there for the blog. So it was a pretty interesting conceptual challenge, and one that I think turned out really beautifully. So some of my favorite things about the room. So I loved the idea Prudence had to put the wallpaper on the ceiling. I've always had a thing about hummingbirds. If you read my blog post about all of my tattoos, you know that I have a hummingbird tattoo right on my side here, and they're very meaningful for me. So to have those hummingbirds and that beautiful paper on our ceiling just making such a statement, it's really unexpected, and I think it gives a lot of the luxury to the room in a way that is a little bit edgier in a sense. I also am just totally in love with the Gabriel Scott chandelier. So that was a big splurge for us, and that was kind of my main home splurge. I just fell in love with it. I love the juxtaposition of the more modern chandelier with the kind of more elegant paper on the ceiling and the rest of the room. I just think it really balances it out. I love looking at it. I love when it's on. I love when it's off. I love that it was totally customizable, so we could really make it the length of the table and how many of the hexagons we wanted. I just fell in love with it, and I'm so happy with how it looks. And then of course, just the awesome, just gorgeous settee by Taylor Burke. It is beautiful. I love how the green of it picks up the green in the wallpaper on the ceiling. And the whole room just came together in a way that for me feels really like the more feminine side of my personality without being too girly, if that makes sense. But I just love it in there so much. We eat in there every single day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And it's really become such a gathering place for us in the home, which is exactly what I wanted. And I'm so excited to hear what you all think about it. And I can't wait to read your comments about this room.